spots on the wall. You could barely see, but there's one here. Oh, yeah, see, you could see it. If I hold my camera at the right angle, this was a compound right here. There's a hole in the wall. That's why you gotta, now, before I paint all this a second coat, like I was saying on one of my other videos, I'll roll this with the roller first. I'll hit that real quick with the roller, and I'll hit the other spots. This spot here. See, you could only see it. What's funny is if I go from this way, you can't tell. You can barely see it. Now the light's hitting it from this. See, the light from that room is hitting it. Now, if you look down the wall, you could see all the compound spots at certain angles. So I'll roll those spots first with the roller, get some paint on the roller. I'll hit those spots first, and then I'll paint something else. There's another one right there, as a matter of fact. There's two of them right there. But see, you can see it. You can kind of see it. If I hold my camera at a certain angle, you can see the right there, the compound. So that's only the first coat of paint. There's the other one right there. You see that little dark spot there. I'll see if you can see it in the video. You should be able to see it. But there's a big one over there on the wall. I can't see it right now, but when I move the lights around, I'll see it. But roll that first, like I said. I'll say it again. Some people don't get it. Roll those spots first, and then, you know, roll those one coat. You got your first coat on. Do that. Then you come in here. You know what I'm saying? You come in here, seeing all your spots on the wall. I still got to take that stupid bracket off the wall. Seeing all your spots on the wall. And see, there's no lights in here. That's why I got that big light. These see, there's a light switch here, off and on, but it goes to these. It goes to one of the. I think one goes to that bottom plug there, and the other one goes either to that plug or that plug. When you hit the switch, that's what turns on the lights. So you gotta have lamps in this apartment, or whatever. Or you can buy a light with a chain and hang it from the ceiling. Then your landlord will be mad because you poked a hole in the ceiling. But whatever. What is this? Oh, wow. That cabinet came with a mirror? Get out of here. Did that sink cabinet actually come with a... Oh, it sure does. Oh, that's neat, guys. So here's the sink. I might as well show you now. Here's the sink. This thing weighs a ton. This is a nice sink. Here, let me just... I know, I'm never holding my camera. I need a camera guy. A little dusty, but there's the sink. I gotta learn how to look at my camera to make sure have my camera on what I'm actually doing, because a lot of times I'm trying to do what I gotta do and I'm not paying attention to where my camera's pointing, because I'm more worried about actually doing my job than how good my YouTube video comes out. I'm not making no money off of YouTube yet. When I start making money off of YouTube, if I get enough subscribers and likes, and I make some good money off of YouTube, then hey, I'll hire a hot chick to hold my camera and follow me around, or, you know, stuff like that. But there's the sink. That's gonna go in the bathroom on that counter, on that cabinet. And the faucet in here is actually, believe it or not, this is another thing. Look at this faucet. This is what the tenants do to this. This is actually a brand new freaking faucet. This faucet is like 2 months old. And it's not cheap, guys. This is I'm pretty sure this is a Moen faucet. It's a solid metal faucet. He didn't go cheap. So I gotta put that back in the bathroom so he doesn't have to. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What type of sink is this? Oh no. Okay, guys. You see, this is how long I've been doing this. Again, that faucet's not gonna work. This is how long I've been doing this, guys. You need a 3-piece faucet for that sink. Here's another thing. Make sure, guys, if you want to use your... Here's where you start spending money you don't want to. Look at the holes in these sinks. See how far away the holes are in this sink? Here's the faucet the guy wanted to put in there. Okay? Look at the holes. I mean, it'll fit in there in the 2 holes, but you're not going to be lined up with your drain. The middle, your faucet has to go here. So guess what? Now he has to spend, because he's not going to return this cabinet, now he has to go spend another $150. And he has to get a 3-piece faucet, because that's not going to work. But we'll save that. We'll save this faucet, I guess, for when one of the other tenants breaks one of their faucets, or they got a leaky faucet. We'll just throw this over here. And look how bad these freaking valves are. These things got to be, shit, 20-something years old. This is the, wait, was it this one? No, this is the one I want to shut off here. As you see, I cut it. Look at how rusty the fittings are here. That was ready to, were ready to leak regardless. That would have been another friggin' problem. But those are the ones I switched out there. And I put the, those are the PEX ones you just push right over the pipe. Because PEX will fit on, here's up a little bit. PEX will fit on, copper too, and as you see, they seal up, no leaks there. PEX will fit on their PEX valves will fit on their pipe, the blue or red PEX pipe that they use now, or they'll actually push right on the copper and seal right up, no problem. Those are all copper pipes coming out of there. And then this one was a pain in the neck. That pipe looks silver right there. That's because it had solder. That's because there's solder on the pipe. And I couldn't get it all off. I sanded it once there was actually the copper pipe with a casing. So, and here's the piece I pulled off. I'll show you in a minute. See, I had to pull this off. Okay, because this is copper pipe here. But this is copper pipe, and it's got a chrome cover, like a chrome sheathing over it, so it looks pretty when it's coming out of the wall. Only problem with these is this is all one piece with the faucet. The faucets are usually attached to this piece right here. Where is the other faucet? I think it's over. I think the old faucets. Yeah, see, here we go. Okay, guys, so if you look at this faucet here, this was the old toilet. And look at the size of the freaking pipe they use. Look at the size of the what do you call it? The supply line they use. First of all, this is why it leaked. This will fit on your toilet. This isn't even a good toilet supply line. Don't put this on your toilet. They put a freaking, what is this, 20 inches? Yeah, there you go. Look at that. 20 inch. Who the hell put the 20 inch? You see how much this had to bend and turn? You got all these bends in here now. Now that's all going to start leaking. Don't do that. This is what you put on there. Now here's how mine's going to go. Okay? And it doesn't matter. Even a plumber will tell you guys, if you don't believe me. Some plumbers might be anal and say, oh, that's not going to work. But I the plumber was in here, and he said this is perfect, as you can see. Okay, I got a 16-inch. Now look at, now my line is gonna go just like that to connect to the toilet. Now you see how that's straight there? Okay, that's why I put that there. So I don't have two bends in this. This is gonna sit straight up into the toilet like that. And here's my bend. My bend is in my hose. My bend is not here at the fitting where it's gonna put pressure on this. As you can see, this isn't like, these things aren't the best. So, I mean, when they're tight, they don't move, but you don't want to bend this here where my thumb is. You don't want to bend that at all too much, or up here. But this is a toilet supply line. You see how it's got the plastic where you can grab your fingers? There's a rubber seal in there. Of course, there's a rubber seal in that end too. But you don't want to tighten these crazy tight with the pliers, all right? Because if you tighten these too tight with the pliers, you're going to damage that rubber. You're going to damage this rubber, and this is going to leak. You hand tighten this until it's not leaking. And once you hand tighten it and it's not leaking, you give it a tiny little turn. A little 1/8 of an inch or a 1/4 inch turn. And that'll never break on you. I could actually leave that there for now. So that's another tip that I've learned over years and years of doing this. So again, here, this is what I was going to show you. If you have this type of pipe, if you look at, here's my copper. Let me straighten that out a little bit. Here's my copper. Here's my copper. And here's that chrome pipe with a sleeve on it. You can't fit a PEX fitting over this. You can fit a PEX fitting over this. This is regular 1/2 inch copper. This is a slight bit thicker. If you look at the copper here, the edge, and you look at this copper here, this is a slight bit thicker. So this is all one piece. This isn't soldered in here. This is one piece. You slide this, as you can see, if I can do it here. Hold on. No, it's not gonna flip. Anyways, you slide this. I got caved in a little bit at the end. You got to ream that out. But this type of valve slides over a copper pipe, kind of just like a PEX valve or a PEX fitting. This slides over the copper, and then you solder here your joint to the copper. That's how that works. So I figured I just unsoldered it from here. I heated it up with my torch, and I pulled that sleeve off of there, and then I pushed my PEX fitting on. And there's my, just to show you guys, I did that myself. Here's my MAP gas. Right there, that's what you use. I prefer this because it burns hotter. Okay, so if you're sweating on fittings and stuff like that, or you're trying to remove fittings, that's the one right there. You get the MAP Pro MAP gas, and it heats up the pipe. Even if there's a little bit of water in the pipe, doesn't matter with that stuff. It's way better than propane to put your fittings on. I prefer to do my fittings. That's what I use, because it's a lot quicker than the blue propane tanks. But if you're not a plumber, if you're not a plumber and you don't know how to clean the pipe off, because it's not as easy. You don't just stick the pipe on there. You gotta have silver core solder. You gotta have flux for plumbing. You know what I mean? And you gotta clean all your fittings with sandpaper or a brush. You brush the inside of the valve or your fitting first, the inside of the hole there. You put flux in that hole. Then you clean your pipe with some sandpaper or a wire brush they make for plumbing. And then you put your flux on both on your pipe. Then you take your silver core solder, heat up your connection with that MAP gas, and it'll heat up pretty quick especially if there's no water in the pipe and that stuff. And then you heat it up and you take your solder, you put it in the gap, and you let the solder. Then you let the solder will actually suck right into the joint. One day I'll show you guys how to do that. Alright, but I'm going to end my video because it's Sunday. I'm working on a Sunday, and a bunch of people are calling me right now. So, this is part 3 of my video now that I'm going on. I'm probably going to upload because I got to change all these countertops. Okay, but first I'm going to do all these floors. I got to tear all these carpets out. Like I said, all this trim in this apartment's going to come out, and I got to finish this job by the end of this week. At least by the weekend, so this guy could get this apartment rented out. But I'll have it all done. But I'm going to upload probably about 10 more videos. It'll be a whole series of videos of all the different floorings, the countertops when I do that. And I'm actually going to use this sink because this sink is still good. You don't want to buy another sink. That's another $175 to $200 for a stainless steel sink like that. Well, I know around here, my Home Depot or Lowe's, they're up there that much. So I'm going to save that sink and put it in the new countertop. That'll be another video. I'll do it of the countertop. When I'm done painting this, I'll just pan around with my camera. Then when I do this flooring, before I put all the new baseboard on, I'll show you guys. I'll make some videos of how I'm running the floor, and I'll explain a little bit. This is going to be a cake job doing this floor because I don't have to undercut. None of that trim and slide my flooring under there. All that's going to come off. The only thing I'm going to have to undercut is here. Down there where my finger is. That has to all be undercut with my saw. With this saw. Okay. For example, what did I do with that piece of, here it is. For example, like this. That's just an example. Now, when you do your flooring, you see how I undercut this little piece of wood? You cut it so your thing slides under, and then you see how nice. This camera's a pain in the ass. You see how nice and tight that is, guys? Look at that. When I put my piece in there, it's going to be nice, tight, and flush up against that door casing. But not until I adjust. Well, the bottom of the door is okay. I have to adjust the top. But that's what you do. You take this saw when you're doing flooring. You take this saw and you cut all this out. This piece of wood all the way under here. You put your piece of flooring on the floor. And take a scrap piece of flooring, lay it on the floor, set your saw right on that scrap piece of flooring. I'll show you. I'm not going to say it in this video. I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to properly get your flooring pieces. Now this you don't have to worry about getting it all the way under there. You know what I mean? But you do have to get your flooring underneath that, and of course underneath your baseboard, which all that's going to come out. So. And as you see, how I got these pieces, how I got that tight to the wall there. So now when I put my new door casing on, it's going to cover all of that. You're not going to see none of that. But the rest of the flooring, the rest of this flooring, all that has to be every single doorway I'm going to undercut it so all my flooring slides underneath there. That's how you professionally do your floor. And you'll see how incredibly nice that looks. Because when new construction, a lot of times they put their flooring, they put all their flooring down. Certain contractors do their flooring first, and then they put their, then they have they do all their painting, compounding, of course, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Or they have if they're smart, like guys I know, and when I'm on jobs like that, I bring a sample of, if I'm going to do a flooring and there's another guy doing doors, I'm going to bring my piece of tiles. I'm going to bring whatever samples I have, and I'm going to leave the guy that's going to do the door jambs and set the doors in, I'm going to leave him a piece of my material so that he could lay it on the floor and he could cut his door jambs, the bottom of the door jambs, and his trim, so that all my pieces of flooring are going to slide right under there. That's new construction for the most part. If I'm the guy doing the job, then I have my flooring ready to go. I have the people get the flooring they want, and I have my flooring ready, and then I put all my pieces down on the floor just temporarily, and then I set my door casings and my door frames and door jambs to what the flooring is going to be, to that height, so it's all nice and tight and no gaps, and you have a nice, and it looks beautiful. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to do it from start to finish, if you're building a house from start to finish. That way you don't have to cut. I mean, doesn't matter, because like I said, in a house like this, you have to cut it all. You'd have to cut all these door casings and everything to slide your flooring material, whatever, under all that stuff. You don't want to chop up that's a hack job. If you're chopping your flooring around all that, if you're cutting holes, and I've seen that tiles and everything, I've seen tile guys just chop the tiles square around there and fill it all with grout. That looks freaking that's totally unprofessional. That's a horrible job. Horrible job. Horrible. I could never do something like that. I don't know how guys, and a lot of guys, that's why I'm making these videos too. A lot of guys on YouTube are showing people that, oh yeah, this is the way you do it. No, that's not the way you do it. That's a hack job. If they're cutting their materials around door jambs and not cutting the door jambs out and sliding the material under there, they shouldn't be touching the floor. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing nothing. Even if you look at this linoleum here, for example, I'm going to show you. Whoever did this linoleum actually did a good job, because you could see in this corner, they cut this trim and they slid their piece under there. Because see, the linoleum is back here behind the wall. That's how your flooring goes, guys. They didn't do a too good job on this side, but they did a good job on that side. But that's how you do it. And then if you see the baseboard here, the flooring's under there. That's the way you do it. 100%, that's the way you do it to make it look good. All right, now I have 3 videos. I'm gonna end this here. Like, subscribe, and watch the next video, and you'll see how to do all this stuff the right way, and it's gonna look incredible. This crap apartment, when I'm done with this, it's gonna look like a whole new place, like brand new house. All right, guys, thanks for watching.